thing, everybody. I hit a thing called a FTB button. I don't even know what it does, but evidently it made the screen go blank for a minute. I'm sorry about that. Good evening, everybody. This is Popeye live on a Saturday night, January 30th, 2021. And I dropped by tonight because I said I would a couple of days ago. But there are a few things we want to talk about. And, we still got a lot of people out there saying, hey, something's big is going to happen. Something's going to happen here. Just wait, and they move the goalposts back. It's going to happen this date, this date, maybe 60 days, maybe 90 days. I can tell you right now, I have no clue about any of that. But I've never seen so many people, not since Crawford, Texas, when we went down to the, I think it was Cindy Sheehan was her name, I think it was, where she was having the protest, 24-hour protest every day for weeks and months and maybe a year. I don't know what it was. But anyway, we went down there to confront the veterans that were down there with her, that were selling trinkets and doing all that kind of stuff. You know what? I never met so many special ops people in my life. Never met so many people that had connections to the CIA. Unbelievable, everybody. And what were they doing there? Selling trinkets. It's what they were doing. And they were also selling bullshit. It's what they were doing, guys. So I can't tell you I know what's going on because I don't. But what I can do is point out things that are truth. And the truth of it is, the Constitution has not failed us. It's our politicians who have failed us. It's our military who so far have failed us. The Supreme Court has failed us. So if they're not going to enforce or follow the Constitution, that would be the proper word. If they're not going to follow it, who's to make them follow it? Because as we've seen over the past months, we can't make them follow it. They are ignoring the people. It's what I'm saying, everybody here. Yeah, we can fuss about things all we want, but it does no good if it's falling on deaf ears. And they're doing what they will do, the dirty deeds. But who does have the power? And that's what I want to talk about tonight. If I can get trouble without messing up some algorithm. But in order to avoid that, we'll do things like this. Bear with me for a minute. There's certain words we can't say. Yeah. Yeah. So now, there's certain words we can't say, but get my drift? So this is what we're going to be doing in the coming weeks and months and everything else. But also what we're going to do is, at our channel on Rumble, Texas Biker Radio on Rumble, or it's TBR News there. But we'll change that around. And we'll also be putting links on our Facebook page and also our MeWe pages, just in case Mr. Zuckerberg decides he wants to pull a nasty. But let me say this, everybody. When we have something we want to say and we really want to get it out there, where we want to open our minds and our opinions, we'll put it on Rumble instead of YouTube. And we'll let you know about it. So, anyway, let's get back to who does have the power. And here in Texas, And I'm so proud of the state I live in, and I think other states should follow our example. Because now we have a legislator who has filed a bill to put secession on the ballot. And we're going to get behind that bill. Now, will it pass this session? I have no clue. But secession is a process. It takes some time to make that happen. But it's the people who have to make that happen. And if it doesn't work this time, if we can't get it through there, but you can bet we're going to be calling our legislators and giving them a earful about it to get in behind this bill. Now, can they stop us? Hey, look, they're not listening to us at the federal level. Are they going to send troops after us? Are they going to do this or do that? Hell, they're already doing it. They're already threatening to do away with us. There's already all kinds of threats out there aimed at us. So, we got to use all the tools. We got to fire both barrels of what we got to do. So are you ready? Is everybody ready to get on the bandwagon? Because I've said this before. Hey, if that's what they want, these other states, if that's what they want is a communist government, a socialist government with bureaucrats ruling the world, they're welcome to it. Not us. Not us. So we're going to work really hard to get that on the ballot. If it doesn't, hey, look, we'll go out there and start a petition. Well, I think there's already one out there. So we're going to jump on that bandwagon. We're going to jump on it hard because it's states and state sovereignty that's going to stop this mess. When enough states jump on board and they're saying, hey, we're not going to have it. We're going to draw the line. And much like our Governor Abbott has done with saying, hey, we're drawing the line at the Second Amendment. We're not going to obey any federal laws. We're drawing the line on oil production. Hey, you're not going to mess up our economy. And that's what the workers in Pennsylvania, that's what the workers up in Wisconsin, that's what all these workers need to be doing, is getting on the bandwagon. Don't go home and say, oh, woe is me, I've lost my job. Get mad as hell and stand up. Now, like I said the other night, there may be a point here, and maybe pretty soon, that we all get together and we put our heads together someplace in the middle of the country, and we meet and talk about this stuff. So this is what I'm saying, everybody. And we do have a message tonight for our friends. Listen up. Geese can fly backwards. Geese can fly backwards. So anyway, here we go, everybody. Are you ready to jump on the bandwagon? Hey, let's say hi to some people on the chat line. David Jones, Jerry, how are you doing? Let me see, Jamon Rooney, how you doing, buddy? Forrest Stutzman, I hope I'm saying that right. I'll just say Forrest. And you see, Earl Bennett, how are you doing? And go down here. Trucker Live, I know you're aboard, buddy. And David Garcia. Yes, sir. He said, I did not spend 20 years in the United States Navy to put up with this blank, the Dems trying to keep it, trying to do, I keep my guns. See, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Hey, we're all in that same boat on this page with you, buddy. We are. We are. But hey, look. There's a guy out there, and I touched on this the other night. David Brenner Lee. It's David Brenner-Lee. You can look him up on the internet, and there's some articles out there about him. And he invented the World Wide Web. Well, let me tell you, he is some kind of pissed at what these big tech outfits are doing. He's some kind of pissed off. And he thinks Zuckerberg is just pure evil. And I agree with him. And Google and all the rest of them, they're, trying to do away with free speech, trying to control what it is we put out there. And they are to some extent. Now, we're past that mess on November 3rd. We're past that. We're past January 20th. And, we're all hoping and praying for something big. It may come and it may not. But then again, it takes a government entity, some type of force that will go enforce those constitutional laws. And as of right now, nobody's stepping up to do it. Not within the government. Because what we have right now, we have the government against the people. Is what we have. We have the government, which includes thousands and thousands of bureaucrats that have been elected to nothing, writing all kinds of regulations. And as we see with the stroke of a pen, what is happening. And there's nothing we can do as of right now to stop it, other than for our states to say, hey, look, it's state sovereignty, man. We're not going to follow that. We're not going to do it. And other states have to chime in. Or they should chime in. They shouldn't be sitting on the sidelines. They need to be getting involved. And the legislators that have the power to do some things need to be doing it. And you need to be giving them an earful. It takes every bit of 5 minutes to find out who your legislators are, who your congressman is, who your senator is. None of this is rocket science. This is about putting the heat on. And yeah, we're talking about bringing the heat. They're talking about, well, we're in the next revolution. We're in a digital revolution. We're in an information war. You know what? And that's all true. But as I discussed the other night with you, hey, look, already 85% of the country thinks we're going in the wrong direction. And 59% of that are Democrats. They're saying, whoa, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this. There's only 11, whatever it is, minus 85, about 15%, they're saying, hey, wait, but we're going in the right direction. BS, everybody. BS. So we got all kinds of stuff going on out there. And, I'm going to plug our show for Tuesday night. Me and OG in the Green Dragon studio. That'd be episode number 433. And we'll be talking about all this stuff and more and more. But you know what? It all starts with you guys to like and share our channel and get it out there. Yeah, I know, hey, I'm not a young, pretty face anymore. Not that I ever was. I had somebody some gal on the chat line one day said, well, how old are you? Well, I'm old enough to know. Let's put it that way. Sorry about that. I had to cough. Anyway, I'm old enough to know. And I've been around politics now long enough since 2004 when I retired. And I started looking around and I started reading about what in the hell's going on. You know, and I just went, oh my God, you know. So I got involved. You know, we're always trying to get others involved. You're going to have to get involved. Everything out there, every aspect of your life is about politics now. You can't ignore it. If you do, you're just letting it happen. You're just letting it happen. You've got to be ready to take action. And it's not, you know, and I'm not talking about getting up a gun and taking action. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. And you know what? It'll be the other side that starts that mess. It won't be us. It won't be us. It'll be the other side. If they really mean what they're saying. And you know what? And I take their word for it. When they tell us they're going to eliminate a whole class of people, guess what? I believe them. Because if you read the Communist Manifesto, if you know history, you know that's exactly what happens. These little morons that are out marching around the streets every night, sooner or later they're going to go after them. They surely are. But you know what? Whatever comes, we're going to be ready. We're going to be ready. This country is armed to the teeth. And we're not going to take this lying down. Just saying, everybody. That's not a threat at anybody. That's a reaction to what's being said out there. That's a reaction to it. But with that, everybody, that's all I have to say for tonight. Oh, we went to the stockyards today over in Fort Worth. Had a great time. It's not much of a ride from Arlington, but the weather was beautiful outside the wind. It was windy as heck. And, of course, by the time 6 o'clock came around, 6 p.m., you could look to the west and see the dust a-coming. Yeah, West Texas was coming our way in a big time, everybody. Big time. And so it looked almost foggy riding home. Incredible. You know, if you don't like the weather in Texas, all you got to do is wait a while, and it's going to change. And it will change overnight tonight. But, hey, join us Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Popeye and OG, and we'll be discussing the issues of the day and everything we've seen happening out there. With that, you guys have a good evening. Be safe. Avoid the China virus. Well, that's a whole nother story and a whole nother bunch of lies. Bye-bye.